So welcome to round 10 of FRL Endurance. Tonight we are racing around the circuit of Portimao, 66 laps of incredible elevation changes. Last week out we saw the big balls Kevin extend his lead at the top of the championship after Finn DNF'd on lap 1. Pretty sure it was lap 1 or 2. So Finn will be hoping for a comeback tonight, as there is only 3 races left, I believe. Yeah, because because then the following Monday we are racing on F1 23, which I'm sure everybody is all hyped for. Strategy around here usually is a medium hard or a hard medium. Two stop probably could be pulled off if you're quick enough. We do expect safety cars anyway, and somebody has readied up very quick. We will go on board with, well, I was going to go on board with Mollerup, but he's decided he's not doing a lap, so we'll go on board with Sausage Joe. Usually quite quick. He is sitting P9 at the moment. He's got straight into P3. He takes the lead by the end of 6 months, back down to P3. It's not close between the top 4 or 5. Andrew has spun somewhere. This is the corner everybody dreads. This one here, turn 10. It's so patient on the throttle, even dead. The rear end just wants to snap. Just feels like there's zero grip coming out of it. Oh, and he's gone. He's oversteered, and that's Sausage Joe's quality ruined. And go on board with Mr. Nima Moody. He should be having a good session here, a good lap. Not usually the quickest at Portugal, but it looks like he's going to grab P6. .17.4 set by Jax is the quickest. Hounders. Validate his lap somewhere. So we've got Jax Gaming getting pole 3.5 tenths quicker than William in P2. Very close between him and Finn in P3. Rusted a second and over a second behind them in P4. Call Me Arcade P5. Mr. Me Man Moody P6. Gameful Odds P7. I'm guessing Kevin's had a spin somewhere there. P8. Galgro also spun somewhere. P9. Sausage Joe disqualified. Elite Hound disqualified, and no time set by Paddy, Mollerup or Pahandro. We were meant to have 18. I do think someone joined to make it 15. And then we had a few late checkouts. And Swinney's off enjoying the Nottingham Forest victory. Not quite sure. I think one or two just got the times mixed up. Big Half has managed to get into the session, with Parfeme being off in these sessions. Hopefully you'll get time to run a setup, as long as nobody readies up straight away. Unlike last game's, commentators can't actually spot who readies up, which is rather annoying. If anyone is watching that is not a part of FRL, we are looking for drivers and commentators to join us for next season. Our race days are Tuesdays 8 o'clock, Fridays 8 o'clock, Sundays also 8 o'clock. All those are full quality 50% races. Then on Saturdays we do have a realistic tier if you're interested in team bosses, budgets, driver values and all that kind of stuff. That runs at 6:30, and then endurance usually runs at 9 o'clock, but it's been moved forward to 8:30 because a few of our drivers do race in URL, which is a league versus league event. Just waiting for either Kevin or William to ready up. And there we go. That should have been enough time for everyone to get setups and sort their strategy out. So formation lap first and foremost. Tyres as toasty as possible. Interesting to see the strategies everyone's gone for. Well, Finn, Game for Lads, Elite Hound and Pahandra have all gone for the softs, which should be interesting. Big Half, Kevin, me man Moody have all gone for hards. Everyone else is on mediums. Not sure how long each tyre lasts for around here. Usually it does come up on the screen at the start, but it hasn't, unless I've missed it. Which, judging by last week, I probably have. Did miss quite a bit last week. Interesting that people got disqualified but don't start last. Oh, there we go. So that's 16 to 22 they reckon for the softs. From 22 to about 30 for the hards, I'd reckon. A few disqualifications. Pound and Paddy have collided somewhere. Shouldn't have too cold a time, it was towards the end of the lap. So here we go then, Jack's on pole. Just waiting for the grid to form up. Oops, Mercedes has spun in the background. Is it even a Mercedes? Five lights. And we'll go. And Jax has got an amazing start. Finn's actually got the jump on Williams straight down into turn one. Brilliant start there from Jax. Rustin has jumped up to P3. I'm not actually sure. Williams dropped all the way down to P5. And now he's under pressure from Game for Odds. But what a start from Jax. He absolutely flew off the line there. It does seem like everyone's got through cleanly. There is a yellow flag. Galgro has had a moment with somebody. D'Angelo's also had a moment. He seems quite a bit far back, but Hound has actually lost positions despite being on them softs. William has picked up a 5-second penalty. Jax has maintained a half a second lead after lap 1. Rusted sitting in P3. Him and Arkid did have a couple of battles last week in Abu Dhabi. Looks like he's closing in here on William. We'll want to get past and make the advantage work quick as possible before the softs do start dropping off. So if we just check position changes, the biggest riser is Mollerot, who's gained 4 positions. The biggest loser is Galgro, who's lost 6. Mollerot's now gained at 5th. His next victim will be Kevin. Finn is starting to close in now on Jax. Jax seems to just take off on him on that final corner. Not really battering the ERS. Just using his now Corby Arc. Game 3. Trying to keep that move going on William. William's got very wide. And Gameful's gone really wide. Not sure if there was contact. Snap along the steer there for William. Gameful seems to have got the move done. And then Williams absolutely clattered him. Moroc's got past. Who will be the favourite to win this race. Guy's just absolutely rapid on this game. This gap at the moment is getting to Jax. He started to use his ERS. Is he going to go sending it? He thinks better of it. I think Jax expected him to. That's why he's gone wide. He's tried to outbreak him anyway. No move getting done yet, but what about on the DRS? Oh, it's too far back, isn't it? It's now right up against Rusted. Can you get a bit of exit out of this corner? Set up a move into the long sweeping right corners. It's too far back for that. So frustrating. When you're on the faster tyre, you are probably lapping quicker. Just can't get close enough to make that one move. Use one stop and you will be going on to the hards at the end of the race. So you'll want to make the soft stint count. Malorop has just set the fastest lap at 1:21.6. Andros managed to get himself past Big Half. Moves him up to 10th place. Had many battles with him, and I think Moody's had a moment actually. Pretty sure he was further up the grid a couple of laps ago. And Gainful's also had something happen. And Moody's right behind him now when he got. He's only got 9% ERS. Gainful on 30. Second gear. That's who you want to be in this game, is anything below third gear, especially in a fourth gear corner. Gainful still has the grip on them softs. Just start pulling away slightly. There's Paddy. He'll send it down the inside, he will. Paddy on the outside, I'm not sure if he stayed within track limits, but he keeps the place. And when I say track limits, I mean Cody's track limits. So inconsistent, it is unreal. So you've got to send it on Kevin. Thinks better of it. Thought he was pulling out to make a move there then. Never real plug. I've got the track up on actually. Oh! Sausage Joe has spun it. He would drop back down the order down to P11 for Sausage Joe. Malorop has now got into DRS range of Cormy Arkid, so we expect him to be making a move anytime soon. And Finn's also in touching distance of Jax. Paddy's actually finally got past Kevin on the DRS. Kevin try and make a move back at him. What's amazing is we've still got 15 drivers. Usually there is a DNF by now. Kevin can't really get the exit to make use of the DRS. Paddy is away. And here's a freeway battle for P3. And it seems like Finn's softs are dropping off because Jax has the biggest lead he's had in a few laps. Sector 1. Galgrass pits. Williams had another spin. There's nothing new there, to be honest. Close enough to Arkid just yet. Neither are burning ERS. Neither is rusted in front. Corby Arkid's actually picked up a 3-second time penalty. Is looking at a move. Usually is a dive bombish corner. You can send it into there. Usually. And Hounds also picked up a 3-second time penalty. Barbers just managed to get past game for odds. Back on board with this battle then. Another 3-second time penalty. Fair play to him, he's still going. William has pit. And here we go. Call me our kid. Just about getting the move done on Rusted. And Mollerup looks like he might just have a little look himself. Round the outside of turn 4. Brilliant move. Absolute remarkable move there from the Mercedes driver. Around the outside, I don't think I've seen that before. Sausage Joe beats Big Harv on the braking into the hairpin, and out you go. And he'll chase down Gameful Odds. These soft tyres must be dying out by now. Lining up Komiaki, he knows he's low on ERS because his light was flashing earlier. Mollerup still has 68% to play with. Expect he will use some now. He's not even using it and he's going to just blow past him into P3, easy as you like. Gameful Odds. Oh, Hound has. Oh, he's pit. I was going to say Gameful Odds has just caught him up very quickly. He seems to be on the recovery. It seems to just be getting worse for Galbro. He's actually not far from being lapped by his teammate. He'll be hoping everyone just pits soon so he has that breathing space off being lapped, because once you're lapped it's very hard to unlap yourself. I've noticed Williams also DNF'd, I believe it was in the pits, and Kevin's also pit. So lap 11 out of 66. Jack's Gaming leads Finn, who just hasn't been able to make them soft tyres advantage count. Mollerup is P3. He's only 2.6 behind. Komiaki desperately tried to stay in the DRS range. He has actually lost half a second as I said that sentence. Rusted is 1.5 behind him. Another 7 seconds down the road is Paddy. 3 behind him is Pahandro. And Sausage Joe is actually right up against Gameful Odds now. He does have Big Harv right behind him, who's gone very wide. The only people holding penalties at the moment are Corby Arcade, Sausage Joe and Elite Hound. Anything can happen. It is a long race, so we're only a fifth of the way through. Right, my maths is off as well today then. A sixth of the way through. Mollerup sets the fastest lap at 1:21.4. Guys will have to get a move on if they want to keep him behind. Sausage Joe nearly going into the back of Gameful there. Gameful's already had one driver go into the back of him earlier. It is amazing that all these spinners though, and we've not had one safety car. Galgro has actually decided to call it a day as well. I've just noticed that. That was in the pits also. Sausage Joe's picked up a 3-second time penalty. Is actually clogged right into Finn, who's lost a lot of time to Jax now. His softs must be absolutely screaming after 12 laps. I'm sure this gave me a cry about lap 3. Attempts between these two now. Oh, Mollerop's gone for a move there. It was a bit ambitious, to be honest. Wasn't the best place to try and go for a move. Did look like he deserved a bit more space though, to be fair. Did Finn turn in on him? That will be one for the stewards later on. And Sausage Joe still hasn't managed to get past Gameful, despite surely by now the mediums are the advantage tyre. And Sausage has had a spin or two, so his tyres are probably worn. Gameful actually seems to be closing the gap to Pahandro ahead of him. Hound is starting to close in on the pack, so when people start pitting he might actually gain more positions than what he had in the first place. That's a bit wide there from Kevin. I've just noticed he hasn't actually pit, so I'm not, he must have spun. He did say he's not great around Portugal, it'll be damage limitation. Would love to see that incident between Finn and Mollerop all over again. Some drivers you're going to be more patient with than others, I suppose. Mollerop trying to make his recovery, closing in on Rusted. This one should get done on the DRS, and does. Easy as you like, really. 3.3 seconds down the road and he'll be up to Arcade. Still stuck behind Gameful. And Gameful is catching Behandra. Definitely one of the most improved drivers of the last few seasons, Gameful odds. First journey was probably more at the back, now he's definitely established midfield, I'd say. He has pit for softs. Sausage has actually lost time to Gameful. Might not even get DRS here. Not sure where the line is. Let's see what it does. Yeah, he will. Alejandro pits. Gameful has stayed out. He will be due to pit soon though. Our race leader miles out in front. I don't think Hound is got no hands too far back to overtake Alejandro. Actually seems like Hound's lost time to Alejandro. I'm sure he was a lot closer than that when he pitted. So good. 8 seconds I think. Still chasing down Gameful Odds. And Finn has finally pit. Where will the guy sitting second in the standings come out? P6. Sausage Joe might actually take him. Sausage Joe has took him, and so has Big Half. Okay, 7 seconds behind. Trying to get DRS now on this lap against Arkid. He should have it, unless the game decides not to give it to him. When you use ERS, Arkid's actually saved quite a bit of his. Is actually Gameful Odds has actually jumped his teammate out of the pits. He's gone for another set of softs. Well, Finn pitted for mediums. I don't think he's going to get them all the way to the end, so he'll have to probably go softs towards the end. Rob is now only 3 tenths behind Arkid. This is sector 3. Just having looks all around. He's actually lost time coming out of that corner. Yeah, it does blow you away when you're following cars behind there. And just caught right up to his teammate. There'll be team orders. Just Gameful just trying to pull him along in the RS, being on the faster tyre and all that. So everybody has pit except for Kevin and Big Half. Joe. So the top 7 haven't pit, and then Kevin hasn't. Use a bit of DRS and he's ERS, sorry, and he's using it again. There goes the DRS. And move done. His next mission now is to chase down Jax. He's got 46 laps to do that. Coming up to do car. Oh, car fought him back. Nice switchback. Finn's going to have to try again. And he send it down into turn 5. Thought about it. He definitely thought about it. It's actually not a decent pace here. Still in DRS of Mollerup. That's just to stay in that range. Flag in sector 2. It is Mr. CDR Elite Hound. Oh, and Moody. It's both of them. Hound's got away. Not sure if they collided or. Race director. It doesn't mention a collision, so probably just both span in the same place. Finn has got that big car. Did miss that. Hasn't really eaten away at Jax's lead. It is rare that a safety car comes out around Portugal. Now Finn is chasing down Mr. Sausage Joe. What's going on in the back? Bahandro is still very close to Gameful odds. I'm not sure if Gameful is just dragging him along in DRS or if Banjo's just really quick on his mediums. Moody's actually on the brink of being lapped. Lap 23. Moody will be the first victim. Wow, race leader Jax Gaming. Rusted has jumped into the pits. Most likely for a set of hards, but Everyone else has surprised me with their strategies tonight, so we'll see what he comes out on. Softs. So they're probably going to get about 15 laps of softs and go on softs again. Sausage Joe completely missed that as I was watching Rusted pit. I believe this is the closest Behandro's been coming out of that final corner. He just loses the time coming down this straight. Lost over a tenth there. He is eating it back up though. He just needs to get a good exit out of that final corner. He will have him. This is the closest. Oh, Jax's pit. Oh, I do he's actually come back out on mediums, so it must be a medium soft from Jax as well. So if Call Me Arcade goes for medium hard and keeps within a decent distance of the front two, he could actually might be able to sneak this race. He will be hoping one or two pick up penalties, but he does have a chance. Pits. Oh, Sausage side by side with Gameful Odds. Behandro, sorry. Is he going to go for the move on cold tyres? Nope, he'll just stick close to them tyres heat up towards the end of the lap. Kevin's just lost the position there to Rusted. He'll just be biding his time on those hards. Pit. Rusted's actually come back out on softs as well. Paddy looks like he's going medium soft. Behandro's actually dropped right off as he's been defensive against Sausage Joe. Will this be where he gets the move done? been quite nice there. Oh, he's got a brilliant exit though, my word. Sausage Joe having a look down the inside, thought better of it. And they both fight to live another day. Jack sets the fastest lap. And there's also a past our kid who's pit for softs. All I can say is fine, don't take my advice. So it seems like everyone is going for a two-stop, other than the guys on hards, who will surely extend to at least lap 35 to 40, whack on mediums to the end. And you, yeah, about 40 I think. And Sausage Joe has finally got the move done on Alejandro. He'll be after Gameful next. Kid has got the move done on Big Harv on the DRS. Oh, Cormier Kid's had a spin. Not sure if there was contact with the Mercedes. Didn't look like it when I went on board with Big Harv, but nonetheless. Don't think Cormier Kid will be happy. It's the only medium guy who's not pit. 27 laps he's done on the mediums. Sausage Joe is now right up behind Gameful Odds. It took a few laps to get past his teammate. How quick can he get past Mr. Gameful? Using the ERS, neither is Gameful. Seeing the red light flashing in front of it, which usually means you're below 10% ERS. Now he's using it. Oh, Gameful did seem like he was already turning in. It seemed like a half-committed move, to be fair, though, from Sausage Joe. Not even sure Gameful knew he was actually going to do it. That's two controversial incidents in this race that should have this done on the DRS. Just flown past. Chasing Big Harv again. is losing a lot of time to Jax. The more he stays out, the more time he will lose and make his last stint that much harder. He's also losing time to the likes of Finn, Big Harv and Call Me Arcade. Oh, 5-second penalty. He has decided to pit. He's picked up a 5-second penalty. He's gone for softs. I did not expect that. The most you could take softs is probably 16 laps. So he's obviously doing 2 stints on the softs then. Call Me Arcade sets the fastest lap of the race, which brings him 1.2 seconds behind Big Harv. And Finn has, Mollerup has come out 1.2 ahead of Finn. And Kevin is the only hard runner left. Although he's not, Big Harv is also on hards. Union Hound just having 2 disastrous evenings. Fair play to both of them, they're still going. Moody's actually pit. Set of mediums, I would suspect. I'll beat that less fuel, that could get him to the end. And Paddy's caught right up to Kevin. Both are out of ERS. I think I read somewhere you lose 20 to 30% battery power when you go below 20% ERS. Well, it was 20% on the last game, but on this game it's 10. I'll say it's been a great effort from everybody so far. 32 laps gone and only 2 DNFs. Very good stuff to see. Check how many people have been lapped. Hand is coming through turns 1, 2. Really has been. I'm not sure if he was purposely letting him through or he really did go wide. Well, Kevin's pit a few laps earlier than I expected. Should be going on to medium so. A chance to stretch his legs on the mediums. Mollerup has absolutely shrunk that gap to Jack's game in his left fin in the dust. That's another fastest lap of 19.5. Just nobody's close. The field's quite spread out now at this point. Taz pit, he's also come out as a lapped car now. Fair play to him and Mooney, both been lapped but both still going on. It's good to see when you see people not refusing to quit up, shall we say. Hello to those that have commented on the stream. Can't actually read the comments at the moment. We're just waiting for Moller up to get in to firing range of Jack's gaming. Where else really is there any close gaps? Big Harv has decided to pit. And he's pit for a set of mediums. That moves Paddy up to P6. Has got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I consider he's used 2 sets of softs, surely he's got to go on the mediums. Andros just flew past Harvest. Harvest coming out of the pits. Seems to be catching anyone in front either. It is only these two. And Moller on the charge to Jax. I'm pretty sure Moller up's going to have to pit again. I can't see him taking the softs another 30 laps. I'd be amazed if he does it. I just can't see it happening. Very similar to when Dixon took mediums 50 laps last year, I think it was. Big Half gets past Bahanjo easily on the DRS. Not much Bahanjo could have done about that. Moller can now see the car in front. He has slowed down quite a bit. His tyres will start to be communicating with him. Komiaki does seem to be slowly catching Finn, but his tyres will also probably be screaming at this point. Well, Hound's actually gained 10 seconds to gain full odds. Oh yeah, that's right, Game for Lads pit, didn't he? People that still need to pit again, I would suspect Moller up, definitely Cormy Arkid. I'd say Finn as well. 1.3 seconds now between the top two. Looking to get into DRS by the end of this lap. And Mollerup has that 5-second penalty as well. Just check the penalties. The penalties are as follows: Mollerup on 5, Finn, Arkid and Paddy all have 3, Sausage Joe has 6, Harvey on 3, Pahandro and Kevin both have stayed free of penalties, so has Jax. Game 4's on 11, Hound on 9 and Moody on 3. Alright, so here we go, 8 tenths between them. Probably too far to make a move into turn 1, but maybe line it up for the second DRS straight. He's actually gained 2 tenths just out of that final corner alone. Jax is low on ERS. Mollerup has about half of his battery. So 5 tenths now. About sending it into turn 4, probably too far back this time. Still too far back. Seen earlier, Monarch does like. Oh, this was just hit. I was going to say, just like a good send. Seems to be keeping his patience this time round. Wait for DRS. Oh, he's lost time coming out of the final corner though. He's got to be way too far back to do anything there. Jax will be looking to keep him behind as long as possible, especially now that he's got that 5-second penalty. Use that to his advantage. Rusted to come out right behind Pahandro. We've also got Big Balls just behind him, also on mediums. Seems to be gaining there on Jax. As soon as I go on to him, he loses time, then gains it, then loses it, and gains it. The Delta's so messed up on this game. Get a better exit this time round. It's right behind him. And that dirty air just blows you away. It's so frustrating being behind someone in that corner. He's a lot closer than he was last lap. And there's the DRS and the ERS. He sees the red flashing light, meaning Jax is low. As low as 2%. And off Mollerup goes. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Mollerup manages to hold on to it though. And Jax now also has a 3-second penalty, so he'll have to finish within 2 seconds of Mollerup by the end of this race. Rusted has got past Pahandro. Kevin's now lining up a move on the same driver. So here we go. The championship leader moves himself up to P9. Kobayaki's really started to catch Finn. So 3 seconds out since last time we checked. And that was the excitement for then. So while the grid is spread out, I'll go over the other days that we do offer racing. Sundays, Tuesdays, Fridays, all full qualifying 50% races at 8 o'clock. Then on Saturdays we have a realistic tier which involves team bosses, driver values, team budgets, damage budgets, at 6:30 on a Saturday evening. Then 100% usually at 9, but because of URL we have moved it to 8:30, as some of our drivers do race in that. And on top of that we do offer ACC iRacing, which is for PC users. For anyone joining the server, you can get further details on that from the ACC's admins. And Kobayaki's actually within DRS range now of Finn. We'll probably be looking to pit very soon. Mullerup's just pulled away since he's took the lead of the race. All the battles really. Kevin's losing time to Rusted. Rusted is trying to catch up to Big Harv. He's 7.4 behind Sausage. Paddy's 10.6 behind Arcade, who is 6/10 behind his teammate. Jack's Gaming has picked up another penalty, being so far ahead of third place. I don't think he will be affected too much by that. Gotta say though, brilliant effort from everyone. 45 laps, only 2 DNFs. I will say even more so these two guys, being a lap down and still going. It's brilliant to see, to be honest. Oh, Jack's Gaming has pit. So he's the first one to pit for his last stint. He is on the softs. Be looking to gain the time he's lost to Mollerup. And and undercut him. And they will. Mind you, 21 laps he's got to do on them. Still a third of this race to go. Or just under a third. Saying that, Cormy Orchid's done 18 laps on his softs. He would have started that on a lot higher fuel, so should be doable for Jax. Cormy Orchid's pitting now. So Cormy Orchid's had 2 pit stops since Finn last pitted. He might come out behind Sausage Joe here. He will come out behind Sausage Joe. Jax, first Finn. Looks for a switchback. Will he go for the move down the inside? Probably better off waiting on DRS, to be honest. I think Finn is also thinking of that. No, he's actually fighting it. So Finn will get the DRS. Not sure why Jax went for the move. Especially when you're low on ERS as well. The thing really is lose yourself time. Jax might get the move done down into turn 4 then. Oh, bit of contact between the two of them. Finn tried to turn in a bit earlier. I think Jack's turned in slightly later. Now Jax will be looking to eat as much of Mollerup's lead as he can. He has 1 second more in penalties than Mollerup, so it is going to be a tough task for him. But Mollerup still has to pit and comes out in traffic. If Mollerup wants to pit now, Finn has just pit, so Mollerup will probably just come out in P2. And that is the advantage of pitting late. Sometimes you avoid the traffic. And Cormy Orchid's actually jumped his teammate. But he is on mediums of Oh yeah, Finn started on a soft, so he's gone soft, medium, medium. Pretty surprised he hasn't whacked on a pair of softs. Another pair. Some weird strategies from the Ferrari team, but where have we heard that before? Jax has already managed to gain nearly 2 seconds out of Mollerup's lead. Mollerup has decided to pit. He has seen the events going on around him. Jax has taken the lead. How far behind is he? 5.3, 5.9 seconds. That's how much time the overcut has cost him. Moody's actually managed to get past Hound. I'm not sure if Hound has spun or not. Hound seems to have a problem with his ERS. It was just left on through corners there. Oh. And having a terrible time of it, and it's just been lapped by Game for Lads. So that's the whole grid apart from Moody, who's lapped him. Kormiaki's just got past Sausage Joe. So was Finn. So far, Mollerup hasn't managed to gain any time. But yes. Oh, it wasn't the overcut that's actually cost him time. I just realised he's served his 5 seconds in the pits. So Jax has to finish 6 seconds ahead of Mollerup to win this race. Sausage Joe's gone for his last pit stop. 16 laps left, surely a pair of softs and a wing change. Just amazing that we've not had one safety car despite all the madness that's happened on track. The amount of times drivers have spanned tonight. Not even a VSC. So Mollerup has taken 8 attempts out of Jax Gaming's time this lap. Sets a new fastest lap of 119.1. I did time to get back to tier 3 the other night. I kind of take that back now. And Paddy's also coming to the pits. And Moody and Hound are just having a battle of 3-second time penalties back down there in 12th and 13th. So 15 laps to go. That's numerous times I've seen Moody go really wide. I'm not sure if he's got an issue with his setup or his wheel, or he's just having a bad night. .2 now is the gap between the top two. Mollerup will probably want to win this on track rather than just through penalties. So Mollerup, Rusted, Kevin and Pandra are the only guys not to get a penalty. does seem to be slowly catching Rusted. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. It is Hound. Every time he starts catching Nudie, he just spins. I think he's... Oh, he done well to save it. Still picked up a 3-second penalty for his troubles. My word, he done well to save that. Oh, and then he spins. And that is the dreaded corner I was talking about in qualifying. I think some people that use traction control think you could just floor it every lap. Once tyre wear kicks in, you do have to even lift, even with full traction control software. I wouldn't know, I didn't spin earlier today. So Paddy's all over the back of Big Nose Kevin. Now I'll know if he watches the stream because he'll mention it. Kevin, who will, as it stands, have his lead cut slightly, but he'll still be in a position where he could more or less wrap it up next week. He's not using the DRS, neither is Paddy now. She uses it on the exit of the corner. DRS takes him past. Sausage gets a 3-second time penalty. And Paddy moves up to P7. Next he'll be chasing Rusted. Less than 2 seconds now between Jax and Monroe. To go. Pretty sure Jax has been in Red Bull every season and 100% that he's raced in. Don't quote me on that, I'm pretty sure. Now he's all over the back of Rusty. Can he get a good enough exit? He can, but I don't think he has enough DRS. Plus Rusty also has DRS on Big Half. There's a three-way battle now. It's a little DRS train which Kevin will be hoping to get onto the back of it. And right now Kevin will be finishing P6. Because of penalties, maybe P5. Yeah, P5. And Monroe is about to get into the DRS, so he hasn't got it on this lap. Probably will by turn 4. Might be trying to find a way around Rusty. Oh, he's got a great exit there, but just not close enough. Oh, there we go. Oh, they've done great to this. Give each other room around that final corner. It's so understeery right there. Oh, bit of contact, but Paddy gets the move done. I think Rusty turned in a millisecond too early. That's what caused the wheel bank. It was nothing major. Didn't affect either driver. half. We've got 2 battles. Kevin has managed to cling on to the back of this battle. And meanwhile, the battle for the lead. The Dane of Mollerup or the Brit of Jack's Gaming. I think he's Danish, by the way, Mollerup. It was either Danish or Norwegian. I do apologise if I've got that wrong. Ooh. Maybe he's not in that car. That car's ghosted. Unless it's just spun and it's ghosted because of that. Oh, it's Big Half who's gone. I'm not quite sure what's happened to him. Mollerup is within striking distance now of Jack's Gaming. Will he get the move down into turn 1? Jack's Gaming is going defensive, is he? He is. So Jack's Gaming's looking to defend this. I don't think he will send it from there. He'd be mad to do that. I'll be looking to get a good exit out of turn 4. Down into turn 5. DRS. He's right on the back of him. He's got to go around the outside. Oh, can he get the switch back? Not quite. I'll have to go again next lap. Kevin seems too far back from Lusted to get any move done there. So 8 laps to go. Jack's game is definitely out of VRS. Still got to go defensive though. Mind you, Mollerup's out of VRS himself. He will be last on the brakes. Jack's gaming out brakes him but goes a bit wide. And somehow clings on to the lead of the race. Both drivers just want to win this on track now. Don't think they care about the penalties. Come on. Both got more or less the same sort of exit. Oh, he's got to send it around the outside. Oh, he did look for the switchback. It did seem a little bit of twitchy lag there. Not sure if that's me or any of these two. Both again very low on the ERS. Here he goes, DRS activated. He should get the move done this time. Surely there's no way back there for Jackson to turn 1. Oh, there is! Oh. I thought Jax was actually giving the position back, but he isn't. Wheel banking again. Mollerup will have to go again. I'm sure a bit of that racing was over the limit. The Ferraris have just switched positions. Not sure if that was team orders or spin was quicker. But Paddy's actually caught up to these. Jack's game is actually gained a bit of time away from Mollerup. Mollerup knows he's got the win of the race anyway. Can't see Jack's gaining a 6-second lead in the 6 laps, 6.5 laps to go. Yellow flag in sector 2. It's Hound again. I can't commend these two guys enough to go over 30-40 laps knowing you've been lapped by everyone in front of you. Really is commendable. And he's enjoying his trips into the gravel. Yeah, he's got hot tyres, that's why he's... Oh, Sausage Joe has been disqualified for spinning. Now, will that cause anything? Hound still hasn't cooled down them tyres. I think he's... There won't be his tyre pressures because... Well, he would have been spinning a lot earlier on in the race. Paddy's actually got past Call Me Orchid. Oh, Call Me Orchid's actually had a moment somewhere. He's also lost positions to Rusted and Big Balls. Now Paddy will be looking to chase down Finn. And I think he's either going for softs. Yep. He might actually get... Oh, he would have got lapped by Moody. I think he has been lapped by Moody. Yeah, he has been lapped by Moody. And Moody's been lapped by everyone in front of him. That means Hound is 2 laps down. Now something's happened tomorrow because he is now 7.4 behind Jax. Not quite sure what's gone on there. He has to gain over 1.2 to win the race without picking up another time penalty. Paddy is all over the back of Finn. 4 attempts is the gap. This is the battle for the last podium position. And right now I think Kevin... I think the highest Kevin can finish at the moment is P5. Paddy came out that corner right behind Finn. Finn has 90% ERS. Doesn't really like using it, does he? Flag again. Oh, Call Me Orchid. Yeah, Call Me Orchid. So he's had a spin on his own. There's another yellow flag and it's Hound again. Now I'm confused. Jack's gaming's ended up... Has Jack's had a spin? So I'm assuming Jack's has spun again. they weren't that far ahead of Paddy, was he? Paddy's actually picked up a 3-second time penalty. So Kevin could be finishing P4 if he can stay within 6 seconds. So first Monorop must have spun, then Jax has spun, both on their own. Monorop starts lap 65. It looks like it is going to be a comfortable victory for Monorop. The closest battle. Finn's got past Paddy. Finn is going to get P3 because Paddy has 6 seconds of penalties. That's not what I want on track. So Monorop is coming around the final corner now. Started, I think, P13, but he's got to finish in first place at the Portugal Grand Prix. Jax Gaming will claim P2. Seems to have really backed off there. He lost a lot of time on that lap. And Finn will claim P3. Should claim it on track as well. Seems like he has a big enough gap. Kormiakic's just picked up a 10-second penalty. Paddy's 6-second penalty might actually drop him behind Kevin. It will. And Rusted's had a moment somewhere. Paddy will be happy, man. He gets to keep P5. Rusty gets P6. Harvey will come across the line, P7. Game for Lots has 14 seconds of penalties. He will claim P8. Kormiakid P9. It looks like he has just left the session in rage. And that is everyone. And that sums it up for round 10 of Formula Racing League Endurance. Next week we'll be around the streets of Jeddah for round 11. Hope to catch you all then. Until then, goodbye.